It was a cold February night in 2001 when a car was found burning on a desolate stretch of road in Dorchester County, South Carolina. Inside the trunk, authorities made a horrifying discovery: the charred remains of 21-year-old Kandee Martin. The case would lead to one of the most chilling murder trials in the state's history, culminating in the execution of a man who maintained his innocence until his final breath. Marion Bowman Jr. and Kandee Martin had known each other for years. Growing up in the same community, their lives had intertwined in ways both good and bad. Kandee was known for her bright smile and kind heart, always looking out for those around her. She was a young mother trying to build a better future, a goal that seemed just within reach. But she had no idea that an ordinary day would lead her to a tragic end. On February 16, 2001, Kandee and Bowman crossed paths in what should have been a routine encounter. Witnesses later testified that they had seen Bowman confront Kandee about a debt she owed him. One person even recalled Bowman making an eerie statement: "That girl won't see tomorrow." At the time, no one thought much of it. It wasn't the first time someone in the neighborhood had made an empty threat. But this time, it was different. Later that evening, Kandee offered Bowman and his cousin, James Gadsden, a ride. Bowman directed her down a remote road, away from the city's lights. As the car rolled to a stop, the atmosphere shifted. According to Gadsden's later testimony, Bowman suddenly pulled out a gun. Before Kandee could react, gunshots echoed in the night. Gadsden claimed that she pleaded for her life, reminding Bowman that she had a child, but her words fell on deaf ears. The brutality of the attack shocked even those closest to Bowman. But the horror didn't stop there. Realizing the crime needed to be covered up, Bowman allegedly returned to the scene later that night with another accomplice, stuffed Kandee's lifeless body into the trunk of her car, and set it on fire, hoping to erase all evidence of what had happened. By morning, police had identified the remains, and an investigation was underway. Witness statements quickly led detectives to Bowman. Authorities arrested him within days, charging him with murder and arson. Despite the overwhelming evidence, Bowman insisted he was innocent. He claimed that witnesses against him had cut deals with prosecutors in exchange for testimony, and that the real killer had never been brought to justice. The trial was swift but controversial. The prosecution painted Bowman as a remorseless killer, while the defense argued that he had been failed by the system long before his arrest. They pointed to his troubled upbringing, his lack of proper legal representation, and the racial bias they claimed tainted the proceedings. But none of it was enough to sway the jury. After just 3 hours of deliberation, they found him guilty and sentenced him to death. For more than 2 decades, Bowman sat on death row, filing appeal after appeal, each one denied. In one of his final attempts to overturn his sentence, he accused his defense lawyer of making racially insensitive remarks and failing to present crucial evidence. But the courts refused to grant him a new trial. His fate was sealed. On January 31, 2025, at the age of 44, Marion Bowman Jr. was executed by lethal injection. In his final statement, he once again claimed he was innocent. "I did not kill Kandee Martin," he said. "I hope my death brings peace, but the truth will come out one day." Was justice truly served? Or was an innocent man put to death while the real killer walked free? The case of Marion Bowman Jr. remains one of the most debated executions in recent history. What do you think? Leave a comment below and don't forget to subscribe for more crime stories.